In the suburbs of Juneau, Alaska, there's a small wooden house lying on the edge of the forest. In it lives an old ranger named Michael Turner and his husky dog, Shadow. Michael has retired, but every day still takes Shadow into the forest to patrol. To him, Shadow is not only a companion, but the only family after his wife passed away and his son left. The icy blue eyes of Shadow reflect both love and absolute loyalty. One winter morning, Michael took Shadow into the forest as usual. But in the middle of the journey, he suddenly collapsed from a heart attack. Shadow howled in despair, trying to bite and pull his coat to lift him up, but it was useless. When the townspeople arrived, Michael had already passed away, while Shadow still lay guarding his body, his eyes seeming to plead for someone to wake his master. Michael was buried in the small cemetery of the town. From that day on, Shadow sat every day at the trail leading into the forest, the last place he saw him. The townspeople pitied him and many times took him home to raise, but Shadow always escaped to return to the old path. The 4 seasons passed. On Shadow's back, snow covered him white whenever winter came. His fur soaked when spring rains arrived and burned golden under the summer sun. But every day he patiently sat in the same spot, gazing into the forest, as if believing that Michael would return from some patrol. The townspeople built him a shelter, leaving food and water beside him. The children of the village called him the Forest Guardian. The news spread, tourists coming to Alaska stopped by, took pictures, and admired him. But Shadow did not care. He was waiting for only one person. Shadow grew old, his fur turned white, his steps unsteady. One early winter night, snow fell heavily, yet he still dragged himself to the familiar trail. People found Shadow lying down right there, his eyes still open, gazing into the deep forest. The next morning, he had quietly passed away. The town held a memorial. Right at the trail, they erected a bronze statue, a husky sitting upright, eyes gazing endlessly into the forest. At the foot of the statue were engraved the words, "Shadow, the Forest Guardian," a symbol of loyalty and unconditional love. The story of Shadow spread everywhere. It reminded that love does not need promises, only steadfastness. Loyalty can surpass even time and death. In a hurried world, sometimes it is a dog that teaches humans the lesson of faithfulness.